Now's the best time to experience Mazda with tremendous savings at Team Mazda. For a limited time, get 0% financing on a new Mazda CX-5 or Mazda CX-90 and make no payments for 90 days. Save thousands right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Welcome to it, everybody. 9 News Now here on WAFB Plus. It's a Friday here in South Louisiana. And well, actually, I say South Louisiana. If you're watching us here, you can be watching us from like the Philippines. It doesn't matter. You're streaming.
Could be.
It's not
Yeah.
true. Speaking of places, we were just talking about some of the places that we're dealing with some cold temperatures right now. And we're figuring out those among us who can handle the cold and those who don't. I'm going to join Tico over here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of right in the middle. You are fresh from the Northeast, though.
But you've been, I mean, you lived all over the North, though, so you can handle it.
Well, okay, so we're all living in the big LA now. You were in the little LA. I say little.
Yeah.
Los Angeles for how many?
Well, that's the big LA.
Yeah, right,
We're in the little LA
well,
now.
as far as the letters. Yeah.
About 8 years.
No kidding.
Okay.
Loved it.
Loved it. So
would move back like at fast. Okay,
Really?
I did it like that. That fast.
that
Watch my
fast.
Yeah.
A child of the sun, then. I
Yeah.
mean, you just. So when
Sun, water.
all
I'm
the
an
good
earth
stuff.
girl.
But you know, we got a lot of the things they do. We've got the traffic. We've got the pollution. We've got the pollution.
Oh,
the smog and everything.
We don't have the ocean.
We got the Gulf.
Oh.
Hey, the Gulf, the Louisiana beaches are just as
Have you
high,
seen the
can
Baton
I
Rouge
say.
Beach? So good. We're working on it.
You know, before I
At the
moved here,
lakes.
actually, I said, how come I never hear anything about the Louisiana beaches? And then I took a drive around Highway 90 down there. I was like, oh, okay, that's why. Because a lot of the beaches, they don't exist. It goes from like the road to the water. There's so much erosion, kind of marshy, kind of muddy.
And I was going to ask, like, Louisiana beaches? Like,
Yeah, well,
I've
Baton
been
Rouge
there
Beach
for a
is the-
while. Baton
exactly.
Rouge beaches? Like,
What do you have?
where is it?
Grand Isle?
Grand Isle is obviously a great spot.
Grand
It's so
Isle.
much fun.
Okay,
People talk
okay.
about
I've been to
Holly
Grand
Beach?
Isle.
Holly Beach, it's obviously a good spot
Never
as well.
been there.
So we got some of that stuff, but I tell you right now, ain't nobody out on any beach along the Gulf Coast, right? It's chilly out there.
Yeah, it really is.
And this is we were talking about the wind chill. I was curious because we talk about the warnings that are coming out now. This is the old school wind chill warning that the
Yes.
Weather Center, a few months ago said we're going to do away with the wind. I was trying to follow this along. No more wind chill warning. We're going to do away with that because it confused people.
Which I don't think it was.
I don't think so
actually,
either.
it told you the wind chill. Actually,
Right.
I think this one's a little more confusing.
I'm kind of there as well.
Because cold weather, that doesn't say anything about the wind at all.
Right.
Just cold out.
Because we go the other way with the feel-like temperature, with the humidity.
Yeah.
Are they going to do away with that, the feel-like temperature?
Yeah, I hope not.
Don't come down here and mess with
We
that.
got to know the feels.
Exactly.
Come on
right.
now.
Well, you say
Exactly.
wind chill, I just watch the numbers. I said earlier when it's
Exactly.
like 60 degrees, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's freezing outside.
Okay, so now I get it. So when you lived in LA, because when you're over there, it doesn't really cool down, not that much.
Not
So
much.
you were kind of
Maybe.
spoiled for
Yeah,
7 years.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the chilly south of
Welcome
Louisiana.
back.
Exactly.
Yes.
You actually got a shot over here. Where are we looking? This shot from the
Beautiful
Sky
shot.
Nine. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, actually, my first station was in West Virginia. That's where you're looking at. Those are the mountains of West Virginia. So that's the Appalachians right in central West Virginia. They really are beautiful. And this shot doesn't even do it justice because what we're looking at right now, this is after the fall foliage. I tell you, if you ever want to really get a look at just some brilliant fall foliage in the mountains of West Virginia, it really does. I wanted to show that shot. They've got some heavy snow over there. Maybe that makes us feel a little bit better about what we have. And what we have, 34 degrees. Feels like the upper 20s when you factor in the wind chill. 65 was the high yesterday, but that is very close to where we should be this time of year. So this is what Matt was just talking about, how we got rid of the wind chill advisories, well, not us, but the National Weather Service, and replaced it with these, the cold weather advisories, which basically were along and north of the I-10 corridor. That's going to be in effect until 8 a.m. So give it about another 45, 55 minutes, and then it'll be wrap. 20 is the way it feels in Macomb. Wow, 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 that's cold. Feels like 26 over in Hammond. Slidell, 28. Might want to slide on that jacket, I think, over there. Meanwhile, the winds aren't going to do too much, so it's not going to be breezy the way it was yesterday. Today's winds mainly between 5 to 10. We can handle that. Really relatively quiet across the country. Again, any kind of busy weather, if you want to call it that, would be our friends and neighbors over to the west in Texas, but not much going on our radar or satellite. We're going to have a mostly sunny day. In fact, what we're going to do now that we've got that one trough out of here, that one big cold blast, then we're going to moderate temperatures as we get to to the weekend. Saturday, we start to creep up a little bit, but really on Sunday, we'll get back into the 70s. Monday, Tuesday, still in the 70s. Going to be warm, a little bit wet too as we change the weather pattern, but it's not going to be long-lived. It's going to be short-lived because here comes that next big trough. And man, oh man, this is going to be another doozy. Look at how it flips the switch across every part of the country that it even looks at, it even breathes on. And that's going to be another cold front. It's hard to see right there because of the blue on blue, but we're going to feel the effects of that front midpoint of next week. So Wednesday next week, we're going to start to cool things down. This looks familiar because this is a very similar setup to what we had last time with a stationary front and a coastal low that's going to swing our way and enhance our chance of rain as we get to Sunday, Monday. So the future cast temperatures, they're going to show us getting up around the mid-50s for high temperatures today. Then for tonight, a couple of clouds move in. Not that much, though. The overnight low in the upper 30s, so cold but not quite as bad as what we have this morning. Then for Saturday, we do have a couple of light showers moving into the area, about a 20 to 30% chance. Don't cancel your outdoor plans. Then as we get to Sunday, Sunday has a better chance of rain, but it's still not a washout. You'll see a couple showers and thunderstorms. Right now, we're not expecting anything severe. So over the next 7 days, more opportunities for rain. Another 2 to 3 inches expected. And here's that front I was talking about. You see what it does. We'll have a couple of those rain showers the early part of next week. Then on Tuesday, the front is basically knocking on our door. And then right after that on Wednesday, sweeps on through, takes the rain along with it. But we do a nosedive yet again. For today, 56 in the afternoon. Going to be a beautiful day, but keep that extra layer on you, definitely, if you're going to be outside. Tonight, upper 30s, couple clouds start to come into the picture, but we still remain dry. Then in the 10-day forecast, here come the rain chances. Again, neither day is a washout. Definitely warmer Sunday. Stay with the 70s through midweek. And again, there comes that really cold air blasting in again by Wednesday of next week. So Tico, we got to really just get used to the up and downs, and you know, the cold's not bad. Just try to stay indoors.
I will definitely stay indoors, but if you're getting a late start this morning, bad news, that volume starting to look pretty normal moving out of the Denham Springs area on I-12 westbound. Normal volume, but it's starting to slow as you approach 4H Club Road. You can see that volume's pretty heavy moving west towards Sherwood Forest, right around College Drive. Not so bad here as commuters continue out towards the downtown area, but right here, we're going to take you back just a little bit, right around Sherwood, east and westbound, light to moderate in volume. And again, that's going to hold pretty steady towards the downtown area. We'll be right back.
All right, folks, 7:11 your time right now. I want to kind of step you through a few of the things going on today and tomorrow. Very important. Folks, we got a runoff election in Louisiana tomorrow. Some times to know about if you voted absentee. Absentee ballot, you've obviously got that filled out. Hopefully, it's got to be returned today, like in the hands of the registered voters office by 4:30 this afternoon. Election day proper tomorrow. Polls are going to open at 7 in the morning. They'll shut them down at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Now, again, a reminder. If you don't think you have anything like a local race, you know, EBR voting for a mayor, Ascension Parish got a mayor as a police chief as well. If you think you don't have something like that on the ballot, think again. There are 4 constitutional amendments on all of our ballots. Get educated. You can do this at the website, govote.com. Learn a little bit more about what's on the ballot and where you can vote. Again, Election Day tomorrow in Louisiana. So from that one, remind you as well, Medicare open enrollment, big time deadline tomorrow. If you don't make changes before the deadline, you could be stuck for the next year with a plan that does not work for you. And there have been some changes. In fact, the experts saying this could take you a little bit of time, maybe even a little bit longer than recent changes and recent times you've had to do this. So jump online, find this story, walk your way through the process. But again, that deadline is tomorrow. Make those changes so you're not stuck with something that doesn't work. Speaking of deadlines, got to get the budget figured out when it comes to the budget in Baton Rouge. In fact, there is a Metro Council meeting happening this morning talking about the mayor's proposed budget for 2025. There's a $40 million hole that's got to be filled. And so you're going to have folks like the district attorney, the chief of police, talking with Metro Council members, advocating for their part of the budget. Which way does the council decide to go when they're trying to allocate funds? They're going to be voting on Tuesday, but hearing those arguments a little bit later on today, so we'll keep you in the know. Want to keep you in the know here, folks? Let's get well, there's this as well. World AIDS Day was actually last Sunday, but it is now still continuing. The efforts continuing, the events going on today and through the weekend. Again, you can find the story, WAFB.com, to get a little bit more information about how you can help out. Do you want to celebrate the holidays? Why wouldn't you? Festival of Lights returning to downtown Baton Rouge. Our Matt Venezia was live there this morning. Check the website for his story about the timing, what you can be a part of out there. We saw Elsa get handcuffed and taken away earlier this morning. I think she's probably going to come back, but we'll see. It's not just that. We got a ton of stuff on the website for you, all the different parades and events going on. Look for Santa. I mean, look for Santa. He's going to be right there, maybe ringing some bells, throwing some candy. You know we love us a parade in South Louisiana. So jump online, find the stuff that's going to get you kind of feeling jolly as the holiday rolls around. There's plenty to do, guys. You guys got plans?
Well, yeah, this weekend I got to start the Christmas stuff. It's kind of short, you know. Thanksgiving was so late. Still got to do some shopping. I haven't done any decorations. Going to break out the tree. And by the way, Liz Cohen and I are doing the Christmas parade.
That's right, the Christmas parade, downtown Christmas parade. Absolutely, next weekend. Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's what I plan to do this weekend.
Really?
Got to do the parade.
Do the parade
even
next
if the
weekend?
weather's under 60.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Grab a coat.
If it's under 60.
You'll see me out there with my nose covered, my eyes.
Oh, boy.
Celebrate the season and the savings during Toyotathon at Team Toyota. Right now, get 2.99% financing on new 24 and 25 Tundras, or get a new 25 Camry for just $329 a month. The time to save is right now during Toyotathon at Team Toyota.